Today we're taking a look at different valves used on bicycles today. There are three main valves that are represented. One is the Schraeder valve, or a valve that is usually found on cars as well. Some people call them car valves. The second one is a Dunlop valve here. And this is mostly found on European and cheaper kinds of Chinese bicycles. And the third type is a Presta valve, which I'll have a picture up on it right now, which I don't have any at the moment because I gave my last three out yesterday for a friend. But let's go over but these two, the Dunlop valve and the Schraeder valve, are the two most common valves available. On the Dunlop valve, you can unscrew the top lock nut, okay, and you can take out the valve itself, so it leaves an empty hole, okay. Now, this is great for playing pranks on friends, where you just unscrew the top nut slightly and it might run out of air in a course of sometimes days or even a week. And the Schraeder valve has the valve actually screwed into the housing here, so it's very difficult to take it out. But you can still de-inflate the tire by pressing on this small pad here, and this actually compresses the valve and lets the air out. Okay, so there are also two different pump nozzles that fit on here. And the Presta valve usually works with the Dunlop valve. They're quite similar in size, but you need a different type of pump nozzle for the Schraeder valve. The type that keeps air in the longest and keeps it in a very stable and keeps the tire inflated at a very stable level is the Schraeder valve and the Presta valve. Those are my experiences. The Dunlop valve is sort of a it's an old design, and it's used in a lot of places, so that's why they still manufacture it. But in my experience, if you have a Dunlop valve like this, you have to check your tires every 2 weeks. Because my main bicycle, which I used to ride daily, it has a Dunlop valve, and when I pumped up the tires to 4 bar pressure, it dropped off to 2.7 or 2.8 bar within 2 weeks, meaning that you almost lost half the pressure inside your tire. Now, I've never really noticed this with the Schraeder valve or the Presta valve. Presta valves are usually reserved for road bicycles and cyclocross bicycles and such. But and the Schraeder valve is most commonly used for mountain bikes, dirt bikes, BMXs, all that kind of jazz. And the Dunlop valve is most commonly found on very low-end Chinese bikes that have terrible inner tubes. Stay away from them. Or very regularly on European comfort or city bikes. Now, if you're riding a city bike, then probably losing 1 bar within even, a year is not going to be a hindrance. But if you are running a performance bicycle and you have to rely on your tire pressure, then I would suggest always using either the Schraeder valve or the Presta valve. The Dunlop valve, it can work, and it usually does work, but it does let out a lot of air, and over the course of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. So I recommend keeping these Dunlop valve tires, inner tubes, on your city bikes, not on your performance bicycles. Try to use Prestas and Schraeder valves on your performance bicycles. So I hope this video was helpful. This was just a short overview video on what the three main valve types are. And if you have any questions or suggestions, or if you just want to say hello, just send me a message or post a comment. And you can of course like and subscribe, and see you next time. All right, thank you. Bye bye.